you always know I know you said you don't tell jokes, you tell stories, but have you always known that did people always laugh at you? Did people always be like, girl, you should be a comedian? Or was that something that?
Well, sort of, yeah. I'm the 8th of 8 kids, and my entire family is funny.
Okay.
I come from a funny family, but it wasn't my plan to do this. It just sort of fell in my lap, and I was an outsider, and, I knew I didn't always used to speak up. There was a time in my life when I was very, I'm the 8th of 8 kids. Everybody, the 8th kid, they tired of listening to everything by the 8th kid. So
right.
There was a time where I was very withdrawn. There were things that were going on in my younger life that made me that way. But then when I started speaking up for myself, I felt better. And then I started putting a funny spin on it. And then, other people could relate to it. And it just sort of snowballed. And that's what I've been doing for the last 30 years.
How did you, I guess, find your, I think I hear comedians talk about they had to find their voice. How were you able to do that? Or you always knew, like, this is the lane I'm in, this is how I tell stories, this is what makes me special, what makes me stand out?
Well, I got the name The Original Bad Girl of Comedy many, many years ago in Oakland by a comedy promoter named Rick Sullivan. Mm-hmm. And I got that because I was a bad girl. I had a very bad reputation. I talk shit. I smack a bitch in the club. I threw drinks. That Real Housewives of Atlanta shit was nothing new to me. I was doing that. I was not your average girl. And I came from a very cussing household. So I learned how to cuss early. And I learned how to cuss well, because there is an art to it. You can even cuss in rooms where you don't normally cuss at. And if you use it in the proper way, just like any other accent or any other dialogue, you can do it and not be offensive. Mm-hmm. So I feel like even though my vernacular may be, not the King's English all the time, right? I never try to offend anybody unless I'm trying to offend you. And then I will succeed. I will win. I have the microphone. I'm a professional,